Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aries for the month of March 2022. I hope all my Aries friends are doing well. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Aries. In the past position, we do have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Five of Swords. In the challenging position, we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the King of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the wonderful Four of Wands, clarified by the Four of Cups. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Six of Cups. So let's get right into this spread. In the past position, we do see, dear Aries, that you had the Two of Swords. In the past, you had a moment where you needed to make a decision and you were sort of stuck between two choices that weren't really favorable. And on top of that, there was some information that wasn't communicated to you, because we do have the crescent moon in this card, and of course the moon always represents things that are not visible to the naked eye, things that are in the shadows, so illusions and secrets, and a little bit of deception sometimes as well. So having the Two of Swords in the past position tells me that you definitely had to make a decision about something, and it was very difficult for you, and it's interesting that the Two of Swords is clarified with the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords is a card of conflict and disagreement. We do see two people walking away towards the water because the water calms the emotions down. But the Five of Swords is a card of conflict. It is a card of disagreement. It is a card of people exchanging words. It is a card of, people not getting along. And so it does look to me like in the past you had a situation in your life where perhaps people weren't seeing eye to eye or weren't really agreeing with each other, and as a result, dear Aries, you were kind of like stuck. Maybe two of your friends had a difficult falling out, maybe two of your relatives, two of your family members, maybe somebody at work had a little bit of a disagreement with someone, and as a result, of course, that means there was some effect on you and your life, creating anxiety, creating a little bit of stress. But the good thing is that this difficult combination is actually in the past position, and you were able to move forward, receiving a lot of experience and kind of benefiting from that, what to do and what not to do in various situations. But in the challenging position, we do have the Page of Wands. As you know, the Page of Wands is represented by the fire element, and the fire can be quite unpredictable and impulsive. So when you do have the Page of Wands, it tells me that you're lacking direction. You may not be very well, like your intentions aren't very strong in order to accomplish something, and it does look like you're trying to create more stability in your life, but it seems that you're not maybe putting in a lot of effort. The Page of Wands is someone who struggles to see things through. He likes to start things, but he's not really good at finishing everything. And of course, the divine here is letting you know that when you get up in the morning on a daily basis, make sure that you get into a frame of mind where you don't live out of habit, but you live out of intention. That is very two different sort of ways of living, because when you live out of habit, you tend to repeat over and over and over the same things and the same thoughts and the same emotions, whereas when you live out of intention, you're able to sort of set a goal and then go achieve that goal. You're able to set a goal and have that goal manifested to you by the universe. It's a little bit different, and I think it creates a lot more success in achieving throughout your days, your weeks, your months, if you will, dear Aries. But we do have the King of Pentacles in the clarifying position, which tells me that you may be around someone who doesn't really like change, strange, someone who holds on to things too much, like a hoarder in a way, someone who may be a little bit greedy as well, not very helping, like not very helpful with resources and finances, if you will. So definitely you want to create a little bit of distance between yourself and a person that has that type of behavior, because that will minimize the anxiety, that will minimize the worry, that will minimize the work on your part as well. So that is important to remember, dear Aries. Now in the present position, we do have the Four of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards. It is a card of celebration, it is a card of gathering, it is a card of focusing on what makes you feel like you're accepted by the people who matter the most to you. It's also a card of home, the Four of Wands. It tells me that things are going to be going really well for you on the home front in the month of March, dear Aries. So that is good, of course. And some of you may even be expanding your home situation. Maybe you are moving to a bigger place. Maybe you purchased a bigger place. Maybe you're adding to the place where you live, but there is some sort of an expansion that is happening. And also there is an offer coming your way. I'm not sure you're going to be super excited about it, but there is some sort of an offer coming your way in the month of March. We do have the Four of Cups in the clarifying position. We do see this hand being extended from the sky, if you will, with the cup, and it is an emotional offering. It could be an opportunity for someone regarding their personal life or their professional life, but it's definitely important to pay attention. Although, like I mentioned previously, the Four of Cups is a card of apathy, so you may be focusing on things that are not to your liking necessarily. Sometimes we tend to focus on things that we don't necessarily like, or that are not happening as fast as we would like, and that takes us away from the present moment. The divine here is reminding you, stay in the present, be focused in the present. And there are a lot of meditations that you can use to help you stay focused on the present moment. I actually recently downloaded an application for a meditation that helps me keep track of how I feel throughout the day. It also, like towards nighttime, instead of listening to news that can be quite negative, instead of listening to something else or watching something that isn't very healthy for the mind, I actually will turn on the meditation app on my phone, and it will definitely help me with the breathing exercises and with just overall calming before going to bed. Because as you go to bed, remember, your body needs to get a lot of rest so that the new day you can set new intentions going into the following day, and so you can maximize all the things you want to manifest the following day. And in order to do that, the anxiety prevents us from receiving messages as we are asleep. I definitely recommend meditating on a consistent basis, because it will bring you a lot of positive rewards. It will bring you a lot of positive success as well in your life, dear Aries. Now in the future outcome position, we do have the Queen of Cups, which tells me that there is a very strong chance some of you will be reconciling with someone in your life, someone that mattered a lot to you. It could be related to this past situation where you have the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords as well, where there was some tension between people in your life. Definitely the Queen of Cups is all about compromise and reconciling, and also you are maturing in your emotions, because we do see the Six of Cups here in the clarifying position with the Queen of Cups, which tells me that your emotions are becoming more mature, not old, but in a certain way you're able to recognize complexities of emotions, and you're able to kind of navigate between different contradictory emotions and emotions that sometimes have to be reconciled as well. Definitely the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups is a really strong combination that's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment in the month of March. And of course, the Queen of Cups, as you know, is also all about self-improvement and receiving love from many different sources as well, from friends, from people that you know. Expect to be appreciated in the month of March. Expect to be really kind of treated with kindness and compassion in the month of March. And of course, the divine is calling on you to do the same. When you receive kindness, you want to make sure to pass it on, if you will. But let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman Dream Oracle cards that I pulled. And we've got Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life, and Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. The Perfect Storm is all about an invitation to act now, the courage to step into life. When this card appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent, time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take the advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness, experiencing the fullness of life. You will succeed. And of course, the Garden of Venus is all about rest and renewal and self-acceptance, which is very, very important. When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to the pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There is nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. What an amazing card. Really beautiful. I really like the purple kind of flowers all over this card, and I really like the heart that is hanging down from the branch. Very appropriate because we do have Valentine's Day coming up around the corner. I hope that everyone celebrates it with your family or your friends, with your loved ones. I hope everyone enjoys their Valentine's Day. And for those that don't have a Valentine on Valentine's Day, I will be thinking about you and sending you a lot of love. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I will see you next time. Those of you who enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. That helps my channel out a lot. And thank you so much. I will see you next time.